was dull until you came. I was breathless when we first met. Couldn't keep my hands away. I was speechless when we first met. Yeah, you took the pain away. Didn't mind my scars.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is Ann, and if you have been here already, welcome back. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to create this vibrant pink purple eye look. I wanted to do this eye look for such a long time, ever since I received this new palette by Norvina and Anastasia Beverly Hills. In one of my previous videos where I used this palette as well, I told you guys I wanted to do a purple look using the purples. But I wanted to give it a different twist by popping some pink in the inner corner, and it turned out exactly the way how I envisioned it in my mind. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I combined this eye look with some neutrals. I'm wearing this neutral t-shirt, I'm wearing a nude lipstick, a nude blush. I just wanted to really have the focus on the eyes, and I think that turned out pretty well. I know it's quite bold, but definitely try it out. Like, you never know, if you haven't tried it yet, maybe you really like it. If you're afraid to use more bold colors, don't be afraid. Like, it's so fun to play with colors, and this actually learned me to more do that. Like, if you start using more colors, you want to do it more often and often, because it's just fun to use your face as a painting. Basically, it's just a lot of fun, so definitely try it out if you haven't done it yet. And yeah, of course, I'm going to show you how to create this eye look, so let's get started. So the first thing I did was priming my eyelids. I'm not going to show that in today's video because I show it in every video, so I kind of feel like you guys already know how I do it and that I use it in every video. So I'm going to use this palette from Norvina and Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is the volume number 1 palette. And I started with this vibrant pink, and I took a tiny blending brush, which is the Morphe M506. And I started blending that in the inner corner of the crease. I wanted to create a sort of ombre with different kind of colors, but in like the same color category. And create a sort of ombre in my crease, but also on the eyelid. So I wanted the same shades that are in the crease to also be on the eyelid. So that's why I also blended it like partly on the eyelids to create that effect. And I'm taking this shade, which is B1, and I'm gonna blend it right next to the vibrant pink. And I'm also blending it slightly on top of the pink, and this will make sure that the shades are gonna blend into each other. I do feel like this shade looks really similar to the other pink, so the difference is not like really noticeable, but it's still a difference. It's just really slightly, but that's what's gonna make this look so nicely blended, because the shades are gonna like really softly change into a different color. So right now it might not look like a lot of difference, but now we're going in with the next color, which is this one, which also looks similar to the shade we used before this, but it's different than the first color we used, which is like that vibrant pink in the inner corner. So that's what's gonna make this look turn into a ombre effect. I really hope that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain, but now that I'm applying this, you can definitely see that this shade is a lot different than the inner corner shades. So that's what's gonna make that nice ombre effect with blending the shades into each other. So with each shade, I blended it also slightly on the previous shade, so this really kind of makes the eyeshadows blend into each other. I feel like I've said blend into each other already 1,000 times now that I just started this video. I'm sorry for that, but I just want to like explain it as well as possible. So for those who want to recreate this eye look, I just want to give you as much information as possible, even though sometimes I do find it hard in English, but yeah, I'm trying my best. Then now the next color is A3 and B5. I'm mixing those two shades together on my brush, and then I started blending this in the outer V. So this is like, I think, the darkest purple shade in this palette. So I wanted to use that at the outer V to create like a lot of darkness, and I think so far it's already looking quite good. This particular eye look that we're doing today, you can also do it with different shades. So for example, you're using a blue in the inner corner, then you're using a aqua shade next to that, and then you slightly turn it into something green. Then at the outer end, for example, you use a dark green, and that's also like, I think that will look amazing as well. I do know that Anastasia just launched another new palette which has more green and blue like eyeshadows into it. So if you guys are interested in me doing a similar eye look to this one but with different shades, then please let me know down in the comment section so I know. But now for like the last step, I'm taking this shade, which is D5, which is a really nice black eyeshadow. So I'm gonna use that for the outer V as well to make it even more dark and even more smoky. You can see that I have already applied my foundation. I have a lot of setting powder underneath the eyes, which comes in handy because if I have a little bit of fallout, I can just sweep away all the loose powder, and the fallout will also sweep away and will not like really stick into my concealer underneath the eyes. But having that said, you can't really see any fallout because that's actually something I noticed with this palette, that it doesn't have a lot of fallout, which I really like. The eyeshadows are all really pigmented, but they don't have a lot of fallout, which I think is really good. So now I took this pencil from Makeupgeek and I'm gonna use that for in the inner corner. You can go for a nude pencil or a black pencil if you find purple to be a little bit more just out of your comfort zone. You can totally give your own twist to this eye look if you're recreating it. Now I took this shade with a flat diviner brush from Sigma Beauty and I'm pressing it right underneath the lower lash line. And then now to blend it out, I'm taking the shade A2 and B1, mixing those two together and blending this all the way underneath the lower lash line. And I'm trying to also blend it towards the outer V to really connect like the outer V with the lower lash line, so everything blends really nicely together. So I just kept blending until I found that it was like looking really nicely blended out. I'm not sure, but I don't really like blending out the lower lash line. This sounds so random, but it's something I just find annoying to do. I don't know why. Then I'm taking this shade, which is C1, which is a white matte color, and I'm gonna pop that in the inner corner of the eye just to give it a little bit of a highlight. This is optional. If you are a person that loves like a shimmery inner corner highlight, you can also go for that. But I wanted to stick to matte shades only because I think it just looks really good. But definitely I think an inner corner highlight with a little bit of shimmer into it will also look really beautiful. And since I only use mattes, it will really stand out because it's obviously more shimmery. Then I'm taking this Inglot gel eyeliner and I'm gonna use this to create a line above the lash line. Then after I'm done with the eyeliner, I'm gonna use this roller lash mascara, which is from Benefit Cosmetics, my all-time favorite mascara. If you didn't know by now, I'm using it in almost every video. It's just really nice and it makes my lower lashes really long, which I really like. Then now for my lashes, of course I'm gonna use lashes from my own lash company, Annytude. I have a special discount code for you guys, which you can use to save some money if you want to try out my lashes. This is the style Wary, which I think is one of my favorites. I think they're absolutely beautiful. If you like more smoky lashes, but not too dramatic, I think these are perfect. They are really beautiful. Also really nice to photograph. They're just really beautiful. So that was the end result without lashes, and this is the end result with lashes. And then this is the end of the video. I really hope you all enjoy watching today's video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel. And of course also don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. Yeah, that was the tutorial. I know I only showed the eyes. In my next videos I actually have 2 trips coming up. If you're watching this, I don't know when this video is going up. I might be in Tokyo, I'm not really sure. So after I'm back from the trip, I really want to focus even more on my YouTube. I think when I look at my channel, I already upload quite often, but I want to upload even more. I just want to be even more dedicated. I want to pump more videos for you guys. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye guys!
Life was dull until you came. I was breathless when we first met. Couldn't keep my hands away.